Hello guys, welcome to Shik's Travels. Today we will talk about how to travel to Bali for cheap or on a budget. Bali is not only a beautiful island to visit for a break or an extended vacation, but it is also a very budget-friendly destination, despite all the tourism it has experienced over the years. Here are some of the best tips on traveling to Bali cheaply. Number 8. Shopping at local markets. Everything from clothes to art and crafts are on display in the stores to tempt you into making a purchase. When you're traveling to Bali on a budget, the trick is to learn where and how to shop for the best price. The key is to negotiate. As soon as the shop owner sees you are interested in something, bargaining begins. But don't accept the first price you are given. It is part of the shopping culture here for customers to persuade the shop owners to reduce their prices. It's a friendly encounter and one you will learn to enjoy. They will try to argue why you should pay the price they quoted, but they are probably overcharging you. Make your case until you can agree on a price that you find fair and reasonable. Sometimes it can end up being half of the original price they originally quoted, or even less. Number 7. Book online in advance. Bali is one of those places where it's much cheaper to book everything online before you show up. Bali has an excellent tourist infrastructure and is highly connected to the internet. Local business owners are well versed in using the internet to drive and facilitate tourism. From day trip drivers to accommodations to tours to cooking classes, you'll save money by booking deals online when you find them rather than waiting until you arrive and trying to haggle. You'll miss out on the best discounts if you wait too long. Put your deal searching talents to use a few months before your trip to find a place to stay. There are some real gems on sites like booking.com. Number 6. Rent a scooter in town. Not every town is small enough to be traveled on foot, and Bali doesn't have many public transportation options. To get you where you need to go, you'll need drivers. You won't have trouble getting a driver to take you anywhere you need to go because everyone in Bali drives. In front of most tourist destinations, there will be many individuals waiting to take you anywhere you need to go. The bad news is that renting a scooter for a day costs about the same as using one to get around town. Renting a scooter from point A to point B will save you money. Number 5. Beware overpriced taxis. If you are traveling to Bali on a budget, the first problem you will encounter is how will you get from the airport to where you are staying. The moment you step out of the airport, you will be bombarded by airport taxis, the only taxis that are authorized to pick passengers up from the airport. These taxis are usually several times higher priced than the regular taxis or bluebird taxis. They are called bluebird because their color is a specific light blue and they will say bluebird taxi on the side. To get them, you will have to walk out of the airport a little bit until you are no longer in the airport pickup zone. It is a 5-10 minute walk but can save you a lot of money. When you are in Bali, the same principle applies to bluebird taxis or use the app Gojek or Grab. They are the equivalent of Uber in America. Number 4. Go at the end of the peak season. One of the best ways to save money while traveling is to go during the off-season. September, which is the last month of peak season, is the best month to travel to Bali on a budget. This month has perfect weather minus the crazy crowds. The best part is that you can save some money too. A lot of places offer incentives to choose their business over others since there aren't as many tourists around. You can usually get deals on rooms and sightseeing tours. You will be able to stay on a $30 a day budget while staying in nicer accommodations. Most of the hotel you will pick must have a private room, an attached bath, and a pool, and the price included breakfast. Number 3. Pay with cash. You shouldn't use your fancy points earning credit card in Bali because many establishments cannot accept them, and those that do will charge you a hefty premium for convenience. Instead, you'll rely on cash to pay Bali expenses. The airport ATM is the first stop whenever you land in a new location because it's the fastest and frequently cheapest way to get the money you need. There is one necessary condition: you must use the appropriate debit card to use an ATM abroad at a reasonable cost. It is recommended to spend some time before your trip determining whether your debit card or bank levies international transaction fees, otherwise known as a cost you'll have to pay each time you use your card outside of the US. That quickly mounts up and can run you several $100s. Number 2. Bring a water bottle. Sure, this seems like a weird tip to include. After all, bottled water isn't expensive in Bali. You can buy a bottle for around 3,500 IDR, or about 25 cents USD. However, buying bottled water means you're wasting a ton of plastic, and Bali isn't exactly up on its recycling game. In fact, you'll often see, and smell, giant piles of plastic trash burning on the side of the road. It's one of those things that nobody tells you about Bali. So, please don't contribute to the plastic choking Bali's beautiful coral reefs and littering its beaches, and bring a reusable water bottle. Number 1. Go to places with happy hours for drinks. Bali is one of the best travel destinations for traveling on a budget, whether eating at the local warungs or chasing the various happy hours. One of the best cheap eats in Ubud is Warung Sita Ovest, a pizza and pasta joint in the heart of Ubud, offering a margarita pizza and a small bintang beer for only 50k IDR between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. In Canggu, Old Man's Bar becomes most popular between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m., when happy hour begins. As the sun sets over the sea, 2 Bali highs will set you back 25k IDR, less than half the price of anywhere on the island. A Bali sunset will be one of the most beautiful sunsets, and with cheap beer in hand it is even better. Moving on to Seminyak, another pizza deal makes happy hour the best time of the day. This time the Persian restaurant Pasargad offers a pizza and 2 bintangs for 100k IDR. Just a 10-minute walk from the beach, the place is perfect for a post-sunset snack before you head home to prepare for the night's party. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you have not, like and share the video.